Boys, ready for the liquidity section. Oh, liquidity. I bet you guys have heard of liquidity before. It's a scary subject. It's hard to learn. That's what they tell you. Liquidity is one of the easiest subjects to get your head over, right? If you make it simple. Lots of things in trading are the same. If you make it simple, it will be simple. If you make it complicated, guess what? It will be complex and it will be complicated. So, let's go over liquidity, boys. I'm going to tell you why liquidity works. I'm going to tell you what actually is liquidity. And I'm going to say it as simple as I possibly can. Because we are here, we can relax. There's no big deal, man. It's just the liquidity. Cool. So I'm going to come over here. Alright. So, I'm gonna make this very simple. Okay. This is some beginner shit, bro. This is some beginner shit. What do we got, boys? We got an uptrend. Why is it an up? Oh shit, you guys can't even see. Why is it an uptrend? Because we're going up. Because we're going up. Okay. You got that one right. But can you get this one right? Can you get this one right? Ready? Oh. What is that? It's making lower lows and lower highs. What is this, boys? It's a downtrend. Clap it up, boys. Clap it up. Congratulations. You are now a profitable trader. See you, boys, in the next one. Peace. Now, let's get into it, boys. So, basically, when the market is trending down, it makes, I'm going to do very basic, it makes a lower low and lower high. Why is this a lower low? Because this low is lower than this low. Why is this a lower high? Because this high is lower than the previous high. Okay? So when people are trading this downtrend, right? Let's get a position, right? They enter right here. Let's say they find their confluences and they enter right here. Their stop losses will go above the high. Because it's a protected high, right? And their take profit is at fucking Narnia. Who cares, right? So when the price wants to go for a stop hunt, this is what it's going to do. It's going to go up. Ready? And what is it going to do? It's going to sweep out this liquidity. Why does it go and sweep out this liquidity? It's because that's where stop losses are placed. So the market is trying to generate money, right? It's trying to do all this other crazy bullshit to trick you in, to get you into positions to liquidate your ass, right? Because 99% of traders lose because they manipulate them in a way to stop them out, okay? So, when people are selling, stop losses are above the highs. When people are buying, stop losses are above the lows. So, market will go up and it will sweep these stop losses, right? It will take their money. It will take out the trade in order for the banks to get their order filled. So, if a bank wants to enter, let's say, a $10 million trade, they have to swap $10 million worth of positions with people getting out the market, liquidated, 10 million people, or $10 million getting lost, right? They're losing their money. So, in order for the market to get in, they have to swap the $10 million to get in the market with people losing $10 million. And where's the best point where people are losing $10 million? Above and below highs and lows, right? So it'll come up, they'll sweep them out. Now, since they swept the $10 million, they can take their position and put their $10 million in the trade. And they can sell it and it will go all the way down. Now that we know the 10 million people, they got their position swapped. Now, to get out of the market, they need to swap their $10 million with another $10 million, right? So now, what do we have here? We have a low. What do people do in an uptrend? They buy. Where do they put their stop loss? Underneath lows, right? So now, the market's going to come down, sweep this low, so they can take their profit out of the market, right? So first, they're getting in the market, so they need to swap their 10 million with people losing 10 million to swap their position. And now, they want to get out the market, and they want to take profit here. They need to swap their profit with, people losing in the market. They want to swap their position with people losing in the market. But that's more like behind the scenes. That's more if you want to get pretty advanced. all you guys really need to know is above and below major highs and lows. What I mean by major highs and lows, I mean this is a major high because look, it's higher than all of these highs, right? So this is where people that are selling their stop losses are. And for, you know, the low, this is the major low right here. This is stop losses where, you know, people buying put their stop loss. And yes, also there's liquidity under all these wicks here, because on a lower time frame, it's just like this, but on a lower time frame. So every single time frame there's highs and lows, and every single time frame there's liquidity, right? So in order for the bank to go and sweep these, it will manipulate you and make you put your stop loss above or below so it can go sweep you out. So how do we actually profit off of this? Because at the moment it just sounds like, yo, the market's just in here to kill us, bro. It wants to take all our money, right? Well, we can profit off of this from placing our take profits at liquidity points, right? Because we know if we want to get the max amount of money out of our trade, where are we going to place our take profit that price is most likely to reverse? Well, it's most likely to reverse at liquidity, right? So if we're placing our take profit at liquidity, we can go all the way up, right, until where the banks order, right, until where they get that order in and we sweep that money out, right? So take profit levels will be at liquidity because we don't think price is going to go further on from the liquidity because the banks are ordering to sell and go their direction, right? As simple as that. I don't want to overcomplicate it, right? Major highs and lows is where liquidity is sitting, right? So we will get reactions from these major high and lows, right? Because when it's going up, we have stop losses here. And when it's going down, we have stop losses on the highs, right? I don't want to overcomplicate it. That's all it is. Liquidity is above high and lows. When we reach that liquidity, that's when market will react. That's when there's a chance that market will reverse. Let me find a good example for you boys. Let me jump onto the 4-hour time frame. Like I said, it happens on every time frame, but the market's just very smooth on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, right here, we have a low. See, boys? We have a low, right? And what happens right here? So I'm going to mark this. This is the lowest point. This is the lowest point. Market comes up. Market comes down. What does it do? Everyone that has their stop loss here swept out the market and then went all the way up. So what's happening here? The banks are swapping their position with the people losing so they can get into the market and it'll go all the way up. Liquidity sweep. That is a successful liquidity sweep. Let me find another example for you boys. This low right here, right? This is a major low, right? Comes up, comes down, sweeps it, and continues going up. I want you guys to open your chart and find these points, these lows or these highs, where price goes and it reacts to it. Just mark it out. Just mark it out. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to mark out as many as I can see. Okay? Bang. Let's go. We can go. Bang. Bang. What else we got? Bang. Even the small ones. There's another one. I know there's heaps here. Bang. We can go over here. Alright, let me show you. Marked out lots of examples. Liquidity above these highs, comes up, hits it. This one doesn't reverse straight away, but they get those ordered and they drop. Over here, we got liquidity above this high, comes above the high, reverses, right? We got this little high here, comes above this little high, reverses. We have this low, stop losses above, below this low, comes down, sweeps it, banks get in, boom, right? You see what I mean? And let me show you guys a good example of something else, right? So let me just get rid of all of these. Excuse me, boys. Cool. So we have this low here. Oh, whoops. We have this low. Price comes down, sweeps the low, reverses. The banks get into the trade. They come up here, sweep the high, they get out the trade. I'm going to leave it at that, boys. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I think that was more than enough information. There you go, boys. That is liquidity explained. If you guys do want to go more on a technical with liquidity, if you want to have a better understanding, feel free, jump on the YouTube, and you'll get someone explaining liquidity, and hopefully they don't overcomplicate it for you guys. All you guys really need to know is the highs and lows, the prominent highs and lows, where liquidity is sitting, and price will go and sweep it so they can put their orders in the market. See you boys in the next one. Peace.